In the UK, carrying any weapon or self-defense tool in the street, or even possessing them at home, may land you with a court date, a fine, and possibly a jail sentence. However, in other parts of the world, this is completely different. For example, in the USA, they have the Second Amendment written into their constitution, which gives our American friends the right to bear arms. However, the finer points, such as whether you can open carry or conceal carry, differ state to state. In other parts of the world, people can carry pepper spray as a non-lethal self-defense tool, and in some parts of the world, telescopic batons and stun guns can be legally owned by civilians. Although our police did a fantastic job with the recent terrorist attacks here in the UK, and in general do a great job where they can, government budget cuts and overworked, underpaid police officers do have an effect on how well a police force can operate and how quick they can respond in certain situations. So it may now be time to open a debate and create some serious dialogue. Should UK citizens be able to legally purchase and carry non-lethal self-defense weapons or tools, such as pepper spray, telescopic batons and stun guns? So hypothetically speaking, how would modern Britain look like with such a law in place? What if you have a previous criminal conviction? This could prevent you from buying and carrying these self-defense weapons. Looking at current UK laws regarding shotguns and rifles, it wouldn't be a stretch to imagine there could be some sort of registration and licensing system, so the boys in blue would have a record of you. It also wouldn't be a stretch to say that to get this license, you may have to partake in an official short course to learn how to safely operate the kit, along with basic technique to prove competence. Licensed shops would sell these items and you'd have to show your personal license on purchase. Due to England's football hooligan past, the establishment may be understandably wary of how such a law could have an impact at big public events, such as Premiership football matches and so forth. And so we imagine that any of these weapons would be banned at such events for the public. However, security hired by the event organiser would have access to this kit. The security, bolstered by police, could ensure all attendees at the event have a good time. Now let's talk about enforcement. How would the police ensure that the citizens of the country would remain compliant in the law and not use their self-defense weapons for criminal activities? This should be approached on a case-by-case basis. If used correctly in a self-defense situation with supporting evidence, there should not have to be a debate in court on whether the victim was right or wrong. This is a waste of time and taxpayers' money. This is why, if such a law was being introduced, it would need to be written in a way which is clear and precise. If the evidence is clear that a violation of this new law has taken place, then the suspect should be jailed and put in front of a judge as quickly as possible to maximise efficiency and minimise cost to the police and effectively minimise the cost to the taxpayer. Victims and police shouldn't be bogged down in bureaucratic paperwork. The police need to have time to investigate real criminal acts, and thus should also be reflected in their own conduct. So as just mentioned, if the police do suspect an individual of committing a crime, maybe using pepper spray unlawfully for example, this individual needs to be put in front of a judge. If found guilty, they should be sentenced to the full extent of the law. Years and years of prison time may act as a deterrent and could help keep the police free to catch real criminals. So in conclusion, if a terrorist with a firearm opens fire on a group of people, it's highly unlikely pepper spray or stun guns would be helpful. But to the individual coming at you with a knife, or maybe a robber or potential rapist, this potential new law could be very positive for the UK and could have a positive impact on crime rates. This is just the opinion of the Real World Analyst team, although any number of possible scenarios could occur if such a law was introduced. We would like to hear your views on the subject, so please post your opinions down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe for new and varied videos coming your way. This is the Real World Analyst team. Thank you.